rising cost of petrol in Nigeria, efforts are ongoing to stabilize and improve the efficiency of fuel supply. As such, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, is set to hold talks with Dangote on Tuesday and Wednesday to finalize agreement on the cost and lifting of petrol from the plant. This is coming after the federal government granted permission to marketers to lift petrol directly from Dangote Refinery without the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, as the middleman. So, Mikhail, Dangote is set to meet with the marketers on Tuesday.
Yes.
But this meeting, does this look like some sort of ray of light at the end of the tunnel that fuel prices might reduce after, reduced by this development?
It's difficult to answer this question. Maybe Dangote would bend over backwards a little bit.
Okay.
But he's a businessman who has bills to pay. He has loans to pay. So when people were expecting cheap fuel from Dangote, I just shook my head at these people don't know. They don't know what they are saying. It's not a government. And you don't expect him to be subsidizing. He would decide what he thinks is best for him to keep his business going.
How about if these marketers are able to negotiate properly with Dangote?
Well, it's possible, maybe if they can negotiate properly with him, it's possible that they can convince him to reduce the price a little bit. But I still think, from what the marketers have been saying, NNPC bought fuel from Dangote at less than 1,000 naira. Yet, they told marketers to come and buy from them at 1,010 naira. So they felt that at that price, it is not, it's not convenient for them. The price is actually higher than the retail price of NNPCL. So I don't know whether Dangote will give this, because, look, IPMAN accounts for about 70% of the filling stations in our country.
Sure.
They are the ones who service the rural areas.
Sure.
Urban centers, that's where you have the major marketers, the mobiles of this world, the corners of the major marketers. Yeah. But IPMAN, they are the ones you see in your rural communities. You go to my village now. Sorry, my dad has warned me not to call it village. If you go to my town now, they will be happy that it says. If you go to my town now, the filling station that is there is under IPMAN. Okay. So if you found a way to supply them and you give them a good price, and they tell you at what price they are going to sell in the Lagos area and the Abuja area, and it is lower than the price that we are paying now, people will be very happy. And sure, the reward for liberalization will now be clear to us, because what these guys are saying is the more we improve on the distribution channels, the more we create more distribution lines, the chances that the price will go down. But there will be competition. To now be survival of the fittest. Everybody is selling.
Okay.
So how do you then attract people to your side? Maybe you lower your own price a little bit. If you lower your own price a little bit, volume will ensure that you are not altogether a loser.
You are not shortchanged.
Yes, because you can make up for it in volume. And Dangote has said that he can ship product to the tank farms,
okay,
the Lagos area. He can use vessels to deliver product to other parts of the country,
yes,
like the South, you know, Port Harcourt and all those places. So if they work together, supply will improve. Once supply improves, then people will pay less. Because I don't see why within Nigeria, some people are paying 2,000 naira for fuel in Nigeria as you speak. In fact, I learned that in Akwa Ibom, especially along the border with Cameroon, that petrol is extremely expensive. In the same country, some are buying at 1,998 and some will be buying at about 2,000 plus. It's crazy. Our people need things to ease up for them. They didn't bargain for this pain.
I agree.
And whatever Dangote can do, although it looks ridiculous to expect that he's the one to now sell cheap, the idea of cheap petrol, at least Nigerians, they now know that it's wishful thinking. But if they can come down a little bit, maybe the price will also come down. But you know, again, it's also dependent on global oil prices.
Okay, global oil prices.
If it is going up and you've removed subsidy completely, if it's going up, we are in trouble. We have to then pay. Because nobody, from the look of things, nobody is ready to pay subsidy anymore.
Okay.
The man who was paying subsidy, we were abusing him. We said, Sebi, you said you remove subsidy. How come you are still paying? So where are those people today who made it look like a crime that the government was trying to keep the price stable by bearing the burden? Where are they today? Some of them are based abroad. They were abusing the president. You know? So today, now, look at where we are.
Okay. All right, Paul, should Nigerians be hopeful that the outcome of the meeting will benefit Nigerians? Had a pinch of salt.
You know, the president says that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Sure.
But I say this tunnel looks too long. It's too long.
Too long.
Now, to answer your question, see, there is too much translucence in the operations of the NNPCL. Yes. So, with that NNPCL moving away as a middleman, there's a chance for us to have some level of transparency.
Okay.
You know, with NNPCL, sometimes it's like the more you look, the less you see. You understand what I'm saying? Now, look at the accusation that NNPCL, that's what they say, that NNPCL is taking the amount it took off the fuel
from
Dangote
selling to them
is quite less than it appears to be. That's what I mean by no trust. It's opaque somehow. So we have an opportunity to know what is actually happening. Now, for me, I don't know what of course, subsidy is gone, but whatever government has to do, you know, about that sector to ameliorate the sufferings of the people. Because you see, the high cost of petrol is affecting small businesses.
Affecting everything.
And it is the MSMEs that will develop this economy.
True.
It's not the big companies. You understand what I'm trying to say? But sometimes, to me, I think it's even the big companies that are enjoying, maybe, you know, tax holiday and all of this. Okay, for example, let me give an example, if you permit me. In 2021, if there was this Finance Act that stipulated that SSB manufacturers, sugar sweetened beverages, must pay 10 naira on 1 CL, 1 liter. You know, 1 liter of, which means, you know, if you see those, some of the soft drinks, it's 50 CL. So 2, you pay 10 naira on. Now, this is 2024. They are still paying what? 10 naira. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Whereas other countries have increased it to pay 20% excise duty on on those things. Now,
carbonated.
on carbonated drinks, which have been known to cause, which experts say even cause problems like diabetes, hypertension, and even cancer. Manufacturers that produce products that kill us softly and slowly are enjoying. And the small businesses
are supposed to be the engine.
And the engine of the economy are dying. People, it has affected this high cost of the hike in the price of petrol has affected everything. Food, transportation.
With this meeting coming up on
Tuesday and Wednesday, we want to see.
We be hopeful.
We want to hope. I like to hope, but this is Nigeria. I want to hope. I didn't say I'm hoping.
What happened to the last?
I like to hope.
No, it's the era of renewal.
This is Nigeria. We will wait and see. Let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see.
Let's have this sit down look attitude. But I am not really that optimistic because this is Nigeria. There have been several meetings. There's too much of Turenshi in this. We speak too much English.
Too much English.
What we need is let's have impact, immediate impact on the lives of the people.
All right, BK, how long is this painful experience going to last? Is there a time frame? Is there like
which of the painful experience?
The issue of petrol, the issue of someone was telling me that you've tried to fill his tank for 100,000 naira.
That's the new reality.
It's the new reality.
One governor told me some years back, he said, "Why are you filling your tank? Is your tank a store?" Yes, one governor back then. He said, because we were arguing then, why should you remove subsidy? They all supported subsidy removal because they felt that they would earn more as governors in their states. But this thing that you people are supporting is not good. So now, to fill my tank, they say, why must you fill your tank? You just need to put as much as you need. You don't need to fill your tank. It's your tank is. So
that is the new reality.
Yes. Now, those who have SUVs, have smaller sedans and all that, they will switch more. They will use more of those small cars. I looked at Uzona the other day. I said, you think you are wise. You didn't bring your SUV, have you? Looked at me like somebody wanted to kill me. He said, you don't know how much it will cost me to be riding that one around. So the new reality is the era of cheap fuel is gone. People say a lot of things. I think that Ashwaju beat the bullet that previous governments were reluctant to bite. It beat the bullet. And no matter how much whoever is coming after him will want us to believe that he loves us as a people, he loves Nigeria as a country, they are not likely to reverse the actions that he has taken. Because they all boasted that they would remove subsidy anyway. What is the implication of removing subsidy? Removing subsidy will bring pain. And that pain, CNG cannot wipe it away. Because no matter, even if we bring Aladdin the magician to convert all of our vehicles to CNG, it will take some time. Iran, that is probably the country with the most impressive CNG penetration in the world. How many of their vehicles are on CNG? So those things take time.
It takes time. Because I was looking at
it. Takes time.
The government will meet the people halfway.
It takes time. The government doesn't want to pay subsidy anymore because the government is broke. When some of us said Nigeria was broke, some people were arguing. People in government at that time, they would say, they just sit on TV and says rubbish. We can't pay our bills. To service our debt, we are nearly more than the other day we were spending about 97% of our income to
That's the
service
revenue ratio.
debt. To service debt. And you say you are not broke. If they were to build this third mainland bridge now, in this country today, they will not find the money. I know what I'm talking about. Second Niger bridge, we had to depend on Abacha loot. To complete the Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Abacha loot was also dependent upon. And some money from the Sovereign Wealth Fund.
Sovereign Wealth Fund.
So it's not, we have to, we've been living a lie for years. How heavily indebted we are. We've been living a lie for a year. And some of these things will have to even up over time. It is painful that people must pay this much for petrol in our country. For a nation that have been used to enjoying subsidy.
Yes.
In the 70s and 80s, we even subsidized airfares. We subsidized essential commodities in this same country. It's not as if it's what I witnessed. Okay. So, but now, we don't have that luxury anymore. Look at Dangote saying the other day. The Dangote that people expected would sell fuel at 200 naira per litre. Deluded people thought it would sell fuel at 200 naira per litre. He said, why should petrol be cheaper in Nigeria than Saudi Arabia? The government should remove the entire subsidy. He said that if you open your phone now, you'll find the story. That's the new reality.
Well, that's the new reality. But anyway, let's move straight to our final